Ukrainian forces brutally ambush, no Russian got out. Today, Ukrainian forces are closing the gap around the remaining Russian forces in their Dobropilya salient. As Ukrainians finish off pockets of Russian resistance, the Russians' only hope is to surrender to the advancing Ukrainian army or be annihilated completely. After conducting a successful penetration from the high ground in the west, Ukrainians are now launching their attacks from the north as well, completing the pincer around the Russian Dobropilya salient. Ukrainians are using highly trained infantry squads to move in, engaging with Russian forces along the way. The main advantage of the Ukrainians here is their far superior ground lines of communication, enjoying a direct supply line from Kramatorsk and Druzhivka, functioning as central operating hubs for Ukrainian forces in northern Donetsk. Additionally, if we take a look at the topographic map, we can see that as the Ukrainian supply lines approach the front, they cross through several settlements in the valley between two hills. This blocks signals for Russian drones, who mainly rely on FPV-type kamikaze drones instead of munitions dropped from drones. Russian fiber optics also still only makes up approximately 20% of FPVs used by the Russians, so the valley Ukrainians move through is largely protected against most Russian strikes. The buildings in the settlements and tree lines running along them offer additional concealment factors to Ukrainian infantry units passing through. The last major Ukrainian advantage is their extensive utilization of heavy drones like the Heavy Vampire and Baba Yaga variants. Because these drones drop heavy explosives or a series of smaller mortar rounds from a height, they're able to fly and hover above the valley, unaffected by the weaker signal strength that Russians suffer from lower to the ground. Geolocated footage shows how Ukrainian infantry squads move south through the settlements under the watchful eye and in constant communication with Mavic reconnaissance drones that detect any Russian presence. The Ukrainian squad initially engaged the position with grenade launchers using high explosive rounds.
Пидор.
However, the rounds were not penetrating into the basement where some of the Russians were hiding, so to save manpower, ammunition, and time, a Vampire hexacopter drone was called in. The drone then dropped 4 mortar rounds directly on the basement, wiping out the structure and scoring several direct hits into the underground structure itself. Russian infantry attempting to flank Ukrainian attacks from the high ground to the east are also promptly intercepted by Ukrainian FPV drones patrolling the area, as signal strengths are much less disrupted on the high ground and the slopes that the Russians must move across first. Ukrainian troops captured dozens of Russian prisoners in Pokrovsk counterattack battles. Task groups from Ukrainian air assault infantry and National Guard formations have made public content confirming the capture of at least 69 enemy personnel in combat since early August. Some evidence points to more than 100 Russian service personnel taken prisoner in the last month of fighting, according to unit reports and published official statements reviewed by Kiev Post. Russian infantry forces in late July, in a surprise infiltration offensive, carved out a 15-kilometer salient in Ukraine-held territory near the town of Dobropilya, threatening the major logistics and communications hub Pokrovsk. The Kremlin in early 2025 declared the city a primary objective for Russia's spring and summer offensives. A powerful counterattack force assembled by the Armed Forces of Ukraine, AFU leadership, has since recovered about 2/3 of the lost ground. The AFU is understood to have inflicted more than 1,000 Russian casualties and surrounded surviving Russian troops in pockets. Estimates of the size of the Russian force trapped have varied from a few hundred to a few thousand. Official Kremlin sources such as the Russian Defense Ministry have not commented on the Dobrapilya battles, but claim Russian troops are gaining ground in the Pokrovsk sector. Independent and Ukrainian sources have not confirmed those claims. The major Ukrainian formations participating in the counterattacks against the Dobrapilya salient, reporting that Russian prisoners have been taken, include the National Guard's 1st Azov Corps and 4th Rubezh Brigades, the elite 79th and of 82nd Air Assault Brigades, and the heavily armed 92nd Assault and 93rd Mechanized Brigades. All are seasoned fighting outfits with strong combat records. The biggest confirmed Russian capture of Ukrainian prisoners of war occurred following the surrender of Ukrainian forces trapped in the city of Mariupol in May 2022. About 1,700 Ukrainian service personnel, mostly Marines and National Guardsmen, went into Russian captivity. Russian men, shown in Ukrainian unit media to have been captured in fighting around Dobrapilya, in recorded statements said they had been following orders to infiltrate into Ukrainian territory on foot in groups of 10 to 50 men, and then dig in and await reinforcements, frequently in a building cellar. Video published by the 1st Corps on September 9 showed men in Russian army uniforms stating they had been captured in combat by Ukrainian forces and that they were being treated in accordance with the Geneva Convention standards. Other images showed 17 soldiers sitting in a bus.